This is the new FREEFLY Ember high-speed camera, and it's now shipping.
This is a CineD Gear News video, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hey guys, Ansel Luchau here from CineD.com. Welcome to Cine Gear 2023 here at the Paramount Studios in beautiful, still sunny Los Angeles, California. I'm at the FREEFLY booth with Ansel from FREEFLY. How's it going, Ansel?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. So, I'm a fan of high speed. I think a lot of people are fans of high speed. Kind of a specialized tool. But in general, I know FREEFLY for your awesome work in the drone industry. But just at a high level, tell me, what is Ember?
It's a high-speed camera that does continuous recording, 5K 600 and 4K 800 frames a second. It's lightweight, 800 grams. And it does ProRes internally, unlike our previous camera, Wave, that needed to be transcoded after you shot the footage. This is ready right out of the camera.
Yeah, I'm recalling with the Wave you needed some software to do that transcode that you guys made, right?
Yeah, we did for that one. Yeah.
So one of the things that excites me about the Ember is the price point, in a way democratizing high-speed filming for more people. Can you go through that for me? What's the cost for like the base package? What other things can you add to the camera system?
The brain for the camera is $17,999, so 18 grand minus $1. And then we make a load of accessories that are NATO compatible that go around the camera, as well as a cheese plate that mounts on the back of it that holds right now where we got FX Lion batteries on these. We also make an SL4 plate. SL4 is our new battery that runs Movi Pro. And so it'll also run this camera for just forever. So it's a big battery.
Now tell me a little bit about just some of the outputs available here. This is a very cool green color, I have to say. Are all the cameras shipping in green or no?
First 200 are green, and then it's going to be probably a space gray after that. We're almost sold out of the green ones, so if you want it, now is your time.
Okay, and then what kind of ports in and out here? I see USB, I see HDMI, I see Ethernet. I'm not sure what this one is.
That's power. It's a 4-pin microfit connector. You'll see it on the Movi Pro too. It's a lightweight connector for use on FPV drones and stuff. There is Ethernet. We'll be expanding the capabilities for like live broadcast and syncing cameras together, all sorts of stuff through that one. It's HDMI and then USB-C. That's how you get the data off of it. And then the GPIO is the next one over. That's for like triggering and stuff like that.
And what are you recording to internally? Is it a built-in SSD system like with Wave?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. We will be adding like a backpack with removable media in the future, but for right now it has to be an internal memory. It's 4 terabytes, which is like about 40 minutes of recording at max frame rate, which is like 19 hours of playback, so it's more than most people need in terms of high-speed footage.
So that brings up another question. So primarily, I'm using my phone to change internal settings over Bluetooth, I imagine?
If you want. The camera also has just regular on-camera control, so it'll work without a phone if you prefer that. Or if you want to use a phone and get rid of your monitor, you can do that as well. Yeah.
And that's iOS and Android supported out of the gate? Or
iOS right now, yeah. Probably won't do Android, but I don't know about that right now, yeah.
We'll see for those Android users out there. So what other things can you do in the app? You said you could export, or walk me through some of the app-specific functions.
Yeah, so you can trim and export clips. We're coming up with in and outs and markers and stuff to be able to quickly get the clips off your phone for production, or if you want to share on social media or whatever that be. Yeah, just full camera control from the app as well, and then there will be live preview, so you could use like an iPad Mini, for example, as instead of a 7-inch monitor, or your iPhone even.
Got it. So tell me about the Ember. In general, was it a replacement? Or is it a replacement for Wave? Did it come about because of feedback from the Wave camera platform? And then also I'm just interested, why did FREEFLY go high speed? I mean, obviously very familiar with your gimbals and your drones, but why high speed for you guys? So multi-part question there.
This is not a direct replacement for Wave. We still sell Wave, and it's much more of kind of an inspection camera, and it's a cheaper level of camera, about half the frame rates of what Ember can do. This is much more of the cinema-oriented high-speed camera with ProRes, and just the footage quality is leagues better dynamic range and all of that.
Yeah, I mean, just as a company, why FREEFLY? Why is FREEFLY going to kind of high-speed route as well?
Well, it's a very untapped market. FreeFly likes to enter interesting niches, with like aerial photography and the movie, which broke the industry of stabilization. And so right now you have very limited options when it comes to high-speed photography, and they are pricey, like super expensive, and limited too. They're heavy, they're large. They take a tech when you want to like bring one of them on set. So this is supposed to be simple to use, it's supposed to be accessible to everybody, and then we fly our stuff on drones all the time, so it needs to be small and lightweight. And then continuous high-speed recording isn't a thing that has not been done before. So besides the wave, which is super necessary for like aerial shots and stuff, where you need to continuously record through a long clip and then decide later that that's the section I wanted. A lot of the FreeFly projects start out of something that everybody wants to use there, and then we just bring it and develop it and then deliver it to the world so they can also create cool stuff with it.
Well, and talk to me about who you think is the perfect user for the Ember, because high speed, especially at this level, like anything over, even 240 frames per second, it becomes a very specialized tool. It's very cool what you can get, but when you're seeing individual wings on a butterfly flapping, it's beautiful. But who is the, perfect user for the Ember? Because for me, I've used high speed a lot in like product and action sports, and still kind of niche moments where I was okay getting a tech for that. But this puts it in a at least rental price point that's accessible to a lot of different folks. So perfect user for the Ember.
So far, we've seen a lot of action sports.
Makes sense?
Yeah, like sweet action sports stuff. And especially when you I'm a FPV pilot myself, so when you combine, high speed with like fast aerial moves with just amazing athletes, it's just like footage we have yet to see. So it's brand new stuff, and that's what really excites myself, is making new footage that hasn't been seen. We're also seeing it used in the commercial space a lot, like all of those inserts that you need of like the dust flying around the tire, for example. There's a lot of tabletop stuff, like food commercials and all that kind of stuff. And then, we'll see it in the cinema space too. For, again, it's specialty, so it's only certain sequences, but we have a guy shooting a whole entire feature on it right now. It does do 24 FPS. I don't suggest you buy it for your main camera. It's a high-speed camera, but it does, do that.
Wow, okay, very cool. An entire feature, all right? Nice, I can't wait to see that. Okay, and then back to kind of the nuts and bolts here. So you started with the E-mount native, right? It's a Sony E-mount. And then obviously you can adapt E-mount a variety of ways. So you have maybe a PL to E, yep, okay, from Metabones. And then you have an E to, what's going on, EF over there? No.
This is a E to EF speed booster, so it gives you your full frame equivalent of the lens plus a stop of light, which is useful for high speed. To be honest, Amber doesn't really need it. It's blown us away on how good it does in normal.
In normal, yeah, okay, we should really actually dig into this, because high speed requires a ton of light. So tell me about that specifically. How low light sensitive?
It's not a low light camera, and it does need a lot of light. High speed does need light, but we've been blown away by how good the image looks in just like natural lighting conditions. I would say you can shoot, full res in a just normally lit day.
So like noon on a sunny day.
Yeah, like a 2.8 noon sunny day, without speed boosted lenses, and you'll be fine. You'll still get great footage from that.
At like, 800 ISO, ASA, I'm not sure, what is your base?
Yeah, there's 1, 2, and 400 ISOs. So that's like 400 ISO. There's no noise difference between those. It's happening at the sensor analog gain, so you're not boosting any noise levels there.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, one of the things I remember about the Wave is dynamic range. I forget how many stops. Is there an improvement here with the Ember?
Yeah, so it's about 11 and a half stops. Dynamic range testing is one of those things that it's like you got to get it in your hands and really see how you like it yourself. One of the biggest improvements over the Wave is the noise floor, so you can get a lot more out of your shadows from this camera than you could with previous high-speed cameras.
The body's light. It really is very light. Okay, so there's like heat sinks on the left and the right side, power button. Honestly, minimal physical buttons too. So you're using everything on the right to control stuff?
It works with this encoder knob here. That's your selection wheel, and then this is the select button here. This is record, and then there's a power switch. It's a physical switch to turn it on and off, so you always know it's on or off.
And are you guys shipping now? Available now? I know the matte, you're selling through the matte green version, but is the matte green only available? Space gray is coming soon. Walk me through that.
It's on back order, so we build them in house. Like the body is machined in Washington, Woodinville, Washington, in our HQ. So everything's hand built. So we're building them in batches per week, and I think we got another 20 to ship until we're out of back order. The problem is that we'll build 5 and then we sell another 10, and then it's we just keep getting backlogged. But the first 200, like I mentioned, are green, and then it'll be space gray after that. Can't say when we'll be out of back order, but
yeah, it's tricky to tell.
You can go on our website and order it right now.
With a minimal lead time, or how's the lead time?
I think it's 2 weeks to a month right now.
Really, that's not bad. I've waited 6 months for things and longer before. That's okay. Yeah.
And if you have questions, support at FREEFLY Systems. Just email us, and we're right there. We'll answer your questions, tell you exactly updated, because who knows when you're watching this video where we're at.
All right, Ansel, thank you so much for walking us through the Ember camera today from FREEFLY. Very, very cool. You heard it here, folks. Only a couple more matte green camera brains available today, so check them out if you like high speed. And Ansel, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your Cine Gear.
Yeah, thank you. You as well.
In the meantime, here is a shot of me at 800 frames per second. Enjoy. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that clip. Stay tuned for more coverage from Cine Gear 2023.